Hey, as you are growing your business, as you are building your business, your project, your adventure, whatever you want to call it, maybe you are a content creator, but you understand you need to be generating leads. You need to find a way for customers to find you. As a business owner, you understand that it is about people finding you, not you chasing customers every single time, right? Anyhow, I want to ask you a quick question. Where do you see your business in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months, in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? Are you eventually going to become that billionaire, the first billionaire in your family? Are you eventually going to become a multi-millionaire? Are you eventually going to become a millionaire? Are you eventually going to make six figures? Wherever you are on your journey, I just want to ask a few questions that I know some of us, we are so busy we don't even think about it. I want you to think, what will it take for me to get to that goal? And then here is an important aspect. Can you see yourself in that story, your future now? Can you see yourself in that story, your future now? Dr. Benjamin Hardy talks about 10x is better than 2x. Can you think of a vision about your life that is bigger than where you've been? We all have childhood traumas, different things that have happened to us, and we made a decision. We have that instinct. I will not allow anything to stop me until I accomplish my goals. So I know, even being an entrepreneur, running your own business, being a coach, a speaker, consultant, you already have that instinct, that mindset, that you will not allow anything to stop you. So as you see yourself in that story and you are working backwards, you are reverse engineering, what needs to change right now for you to get to that goal? What needs to change? This is what I've learned about my own journey. By the way, my name is Meg. I've worked in healthcare for many years. I've worked in 3 different countries and currently reside in the United Kingdom. And one of the things I decided from the mistakes and errors that I was learning on my own is to become a support system for those of you who are building businesses, those of you who are building adventures. If that includes implementing digital marketing, I've already got a website, Even Digital Marketing. You can find me. I'm also on LinkedIn. I'm also on Twitter. I'm on X, Twitter, I'm on TikTok and Facebook and all these different platforms, because I learned it's about people finding me, okay? Because of my healthcare background, I had no clue what it's like to really do business on the outside, even if I was doing it before, right? What I found is when you have the right system around you, the right people around you, you will accomplish your goals way faster. Way faster. I don't know what it looks like for you. You may think, 10 years is a long way away. I don't have to think about that. No, I want you to pause for a minute and think about it. In 10 years' time, you will be in the same place, doing the same thing, accomplishing the same results, or you can start making a shift right now. What do I mean by that? I want you to think, what is actually stopping you from accomplishing your next goal? Really think about it. What is stopping you from enjoying your married life? What is holding you back from enjoying your relationships? It could be a guy. You are looking at women in a certain way. You think women are toys. You think women are, according to your experience, how you saw your dad treat your mom or your aunties. Whatever your experience with women is, you're probably treating women the same way. And you have no idea you are playing with some of your strongest assets. Because you see, as you change in your thinking, you realize you can't play with human beings. It doesn't matter if they throw themselves at you. One, some are career women. They will come, wipe out all your millions, and you'll be left with nothing, and you may end up homeless. Because she will intentionally come into your life to destroy you. This is not a joke. This is real. She will intentionally come into your life to totally destroy you. But because of what you have understood about treating women, you keep treating the same way, there will be one that can totally destroy you. But I hope that will not happen happen to you because you're listening to Coach May. What you want to do is get a coach to help you with people skills. This is also for women, those of us who are business women owners. We need to level up with our people skills. I don't know what it is, but here in the West, it's actually everywhere. In Africa too. I remember going on holiday, right? I remember going on holiday and thinking, does this government care for its people? Because there are some things people don't need to be dealing with anymore. And I remember realizing it's because when you don't value your people, you don't improve the quality of life of the people in your country. When you don't understand people are your greatest asset, you treat people any which way. But guess what? Human beings, even those you think are the smallest people, those people who you think they're a little mouse to walk all over, they're going to find a way out. We have options, right? This is the world we live in, where people judge you based on your job title. Some people according to your gender. Some people according to your age. But as a business owner, you can decide to be a monster or a leader. You can decide to be a monster or a leader. So I'm coming to this. When you are a monster, you treat people any which way, thinking you'll get away with it. Either because of your conditioning, how you saw other people being treated, because you saw your role model cussing everybody out, so you think, I should also be doing the same thing. You think that's the way to lead people. That's the leadership style you saw, and you wrongly assumed that worked. It may work for a while. You can intimidate people for a while, but even the sweetest, kindest, most obliging person will find a way to go. They can be the most talented, the biggest asset in your life, but because of your people skills, your social skills, they're going to go. Why should they stay? Why? For what reason? Right? This happens in relationships. This happens in the workplace. This happens in churches. This can happen in any background, any part of the industry. So your people skills could be your biggest problem right now, why your business will get to where it needs to be. So I want you to think, where do I want my business to be? It's going to require a certain number of people with different skill sets, different talents, what they enjoy doing and what they don't enjoy doing. One young lady was really upset on TikTok. She felt like she was way in too deep. She's building an amazing brand here in London. And Steve Bartlett, amazing guy. He has a podcast here on YouTube, the CEO Life or something like that. Steve Bartlett, I've forgotten the name of his podcast. He saw her video and said, you know what, I'm willing to help you. I will get some CEOs to help you find CEOs for your business. Because it was just a people skills thing. That's all it was. And so it just reminded me of how we think as entrepreneurs, where you think you have to do everything, or you're carrying so much tension, so much pressure, you are easily triggered where you behave as a monster. Okay? So people will hang around you, they'll stay with you for a bit, but they'll move on. Because listen to this. I was listening to a podcast this morning and I thought, I need to put my message out to more people. I'm posting different videos here on YouTube because a lot of people can accomplish their goals, create job opportunities for people. There's some of you who can create better job opportunities. Take people out of jobs they hate. They are being treated badly. They're being bullied in their workplace. There are people suffering with depression and stress and all this long-term illness because sometimes people think that's the only option they have. So you can see this from a philanthropic point of view. You can even, I don't care what you call it, if you think it's charity or whatever, like being nice, helping people. That is such an amazing way to lift up the human condition, where you give them better work opportunities than just giving them food on the street. That's one way. We can do that, absolutely. But another way is to lift the human condition and treat people better. So some of you can create job opportunities for those who haven't been recognized where they're working right now. And they're not moving because they can't see any other opportunities. You're not visible. You're not talking about what you're doing and your vision. You're not making it clear to other people how you treat people in your company. You probably don't even have to struggle with your business because you're going to hire the right people. They'll find you because you are visible. Ooh, so your people skills are important. One of the things I can help you with is look at what you're doing so far, help you to get organized life management services, help you get organized, rearrange some things around so that everything is in place for you to accomplish your goals without the stress, the headache, the long-term sickness that you may end up with if you continue being stressed out or avoiding what needs to be done, right? Because of my healthcare background, which I did for over 20 years, people skills comes naturally to me. I don't have to overthink it. I was trained, conditioned, but it's also my background. My dad raised me right. That how you treat people is how you should expect to be treated. So on my own journey, I've worked in different environments, different workplaces with people, different income levels. And this is one thing I saw. It doesn't matter how much you make, how much you earn. People will respect you when you also respect them. People will value your contribution in their life if you value their contribution in your life. You see, the world has changed. People have options. They can stay with you for a while. They can stay in your company. But quality people, they'll move on. You may mistakenly think they don't have options, but we will move on. In my healthcare career, I remember working with people who they were trained to treat people a certain way. I was like, I don't need to deal with that. This is what they miss, a lot of companies, even now. And you as an entrepreneur, you want to be different. Think about it this way. You want to be different. You don't want to be competing with other monsters in the workplace, in the marketplace, because there's some real monsters out there. You want to be different. You want to be a leader, not a monster. A leader empowers others. A leader lifts up others. For goodness sake, everybody is an adult. All of us have different life experiences. All of us bring different skill sets to your company. And you can decide, you know what? I need quality people. People who have people skills. Here is the value of people skills to your business if you have still missed it. People who have people skills, who know how to build rapport with any kind of person from any kind of background. They will keep your business longer in the marketplace. Because say, for example, right, your investors, they can see what's going on, how you're mouthing off to your customers and clients online. Investors are going to be terrified, if they want to keep their money, that is, and keep their network. They'll be terrified of your people skills, like you are not going to last in the marketplace. They can see. Unless you want to go all by yourself, which is really hard. There's a saying, the African saying, if you want to go far, go by yourself. If you want to go further, go with many people. Go with as many people as you can. Even online right now, the more organic content that you can produce that is free, you don't have to spend so much money. Organic content will get you far. It's way more affordable for your own expenses anyway, long term. Yes? Organic content is for people who have people skills. People who can interact with others. I must admit, even for me when I first started, working online and engaging customers and clients, at first I was like, okay, why are people not commenting? Why are they not engaging? So I had to tweak a few things around. If you want to know where I am, I can give you all the links. I'll probably put them down somewhere here below. You'll see. I have more engagement on TikTok now that I seem to understand how to work it a bit better. And sometimes it's because I'm busy with other things, but I decided, you know what, I need more engagement. Engagement is leverage. Engagement gives you so much leverage in the marketplace that you cannot believe. So people skills are a huge deal. I was looking at a company on Facebook the other day. I was just, looking at what their presence looks like online. They have a lot of followers. But the complaints, the complaints are just like Look, you have to think, people have options. People have options. We don't have to deal with anyone who doesn't treat us right. Nobody has to let's stay loyal to dysfunction. We may stay loyal for a while, but we move on. Nobody, for what? You have to understand as a company, as a business owner, if you treat people right, they'll stay with you for a long time. What does that mean? That means predictable revenue. Hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. Loyal customers give you predictable revenue. Loyal customers give you predictable revenue. It is cheaper to sell new products to loyal customers that already know you, like, and trust you. Just responding with oh, we've seen your message, we will get back to you. Right. Loyal customers give you predictable revenue. That's people skills. So you want to dedicate somebody who looks after the comments, your reputation online. We can get that organized. We want somebody in your business who is just focused on interacting with people, talking to people. They are not just trained to be a very good marketer, but they really care about people. You want somebody like that, who really cares about people, who listens to people, who sees where people are. Too many people feel like they're not seen or heard, and they move on. And you can say, well, I'm not your be-all, end-all, but imagine your company could be the only place where somebody feels seen and heard and welcome. A company is not just about money. A company is about creating culture. I hope this is making sense to you, right? And you are like, oh, I need somebody like that. Let me explain a little bit more. What will your life look like if you've got everything organized, everything is working well, everything is coordinated, everything is working in harmony? Yes, there may be, this is real life, sometimes unexpected things happen. But because you've got the right team in place, the right people in place, you've got the right coach with you, we can deal with the challenge as it arises, according to the expertise we have on board, right? But you want primarily to keep your business going so well, doing so well, that no matter what the economic climate is, you are like, there's a verse in the Bible that says, those who are wise, they prepare for danger. That no matter what will happen in the economy, you've got such a strong sense of control in your life and your business that you're not intimidated, you're not freaking out. That is why I know this video is not for everyone, and there's a certain kind of person it definitely is not for you. But this video is for a certain kind of person who understands you've got the resources to work with Coach Meg. You've got the understanding that people skills, the soft skills, I don't know why they call it soft skills, who knows? Soft skills are going to keep you sane. Soft skills will help you listen to the person you need to listen to. Yes? Soft skills are going to help you to be the calmer version of you, where you are really a boss, not because you can cuss everybody out, not because of the size of the car you drive or the size of the house you live in, but because you know how to control your emotions. You know how to regulate your emotions. There's a verse in the Bible. I speak to the Bible. I will refer to the Bible. If that is a problem for you, we clearly can't work together. That is why I'm saying I'm only for a certain kind of person that I can work with. Some of you who already understand, you may have a Catholic background, whatever your background is, you understand that true religion is not just mouthing and controlling people and brainwashing people. True religion is to understand that I'm a limited human being. I am small and I don't understand everything. Only God knows everything. You can be the most successful business in the last 30 years and get wiped out in a day by a company that has been preparing for the last 20 years, treating people well, moving things around, hiring the right people. That company can take over in a day. They can buy you out, or the customers have been going to them word of mouth, talking about their company, and suddenly you've lost your space in the marketplace. It's the world we live in. I believe this comes from God's word, that when we treat people right, when we treat people well, the vulnerable, and any human being anyway, when we treat people right, there will always just be blessings in your life and in your business. You may face some challenges temporarily, but you will always get where you need to go. So treat people right. That's what I'm trying to say. And here's another side I want to add to that. What will it look like when your business, your personal life, and your professional life is so well organized that you can spend quality time with your partner, your wife, your children, your elderly parents, the most important relationships in our lives? The most important relationships in our lives. What will it look like when you can spend quality time with them and you're not stressed out? You can spend quality time with your teenage kids. Yes, what will your life look like? Because you probably know this. When a parent spends quality time with their children, a minimum of 20 minutes, being able to listen to your children, that proves to your kids that you love them and you care about them and you are willing to listen. You are recognizing their presence and you are showing them that no matter the potential of your business, which yes, we're getting there, or no matter how much you're making, it's not just the money that you can throw to them. You are recognizing them as an individual. And that can be hard. So that's one of the things we can talk about as you take on my coaching package. How to spend quality time with your children, not to outsource that space to a childminder or a coach. That's you. Yes. Do not think your business has to be you. One of the biggest mistakes I made in my healthcare career, it was probably a trauma response. I didn't really trust anybody else to look after my patients better than me. I didn't really trust anybody else to support my patients the way that I could, because I knew myself. I trusted myself. When I'm with a client, when I'm with a patient, I'm fully present. I'm with them. I'm listening to them. And people can feel it. You can't make that stuff up. You can't make it up. You can pretend to be present, but people can feel it. There's a certain energy that you bring. So that's one extreme I went. I would do everything by myself, organizing with the doctors and organizing this, that, and the other. Instead of doing that, I would be like, no, I think I'm the only one who can do this better. So I would leave late for work. I didn't know how to outsource anybody else to help me with what I was doing. But anyway, and when you're like that in a broken system, how do you become successful? How do you break out? It's like you're now caught in a trap. You can't even get out because you're just trying to survive every single day. Goodness me. Then I went the other extreme. I had some patients. I started looking after the elderly in the community, supporting them to, enjoy quality of life while their adult children are stressed out, freaking out with the transition that is happening with their elderly parents. You may need some help with that. Let's talk about it. We can organize it. One mistake I made is because of my presence, it's like they don't want anybody else. Oh, I just want Meg, wait. I'm like, no. I know I'm good. I know I'm good. I know I'm the bomb. But I have to help other people. I had to also learn to break free from codependency. What am I saying here? You want to prioritize your key relationships, yes? So if it means outsourcing to somebody else to do your marketing, to do your organic marketing, you better pay attention to this one. Organic marketing will save you a lot of time. Organic marketing will save you a lot of money, but you need to find somebody that can do that for you. And it could probably be somebody who's not even very good at that. They've probably been in another industry completely. But I want you to just have an open mind. I want you to stretch your capacity, yes? Because a mind that expands cannot shrink. I want you to think, oh, okay, I can teach them what I already do. You have to be also willing to teach somebody else, because when you teach, you retain that information anyway. Right? So people skills, your key relationships, your family, number one. Imagine enjoying your holidays with your wife-to-be or your current wife, because divorce is expensive, right? Some of you, we need to talk about that. You're probably headed for divorce right now and you're not even aware of it. You are clueless. She stopped talking to you. She stopped responding to you, and you just like, you assume she'll always be there. We leave. We leave. Good women, nice women, we leave. We leave. Doesn't matter how much money you make. And a really good woman, it's not even about money. We don't care about money. If you think money will keep a woman, you will keep a money-orientated woman. But if you want a really good woman, you better think. You must be present, spending quality time with her. That's part of the coaching. We'll go into that a bit more. You have teenage kids, you have children, you want to spend quality time with them. Because somebody else will spend quality time with them and you will wonder what happened. You cannot, listen, we make this mistake even as parents. You assume people will be loyal to you because you're family. There's no need to be loyal. Nobody has to be. There are parents who don't stay loyal to their children who don't stay loyal to their parents. Because how we treat people matters. You cannot just say we are part of the same family, so we have to be loyal to each other. For what? Loyal to dysfunction? Are you kidding me? No. What are the other key friendships? Or relationships rather? Friendships. Who are the people who love you for who you are and they know you even before you got to this level in your life? You want to update those friendships. Yes, you want to support them as much as you can. In fact, you need key people in your life who have nothing to do with what you do, who are completely different, who think differently. I know there's an argument for surround yourself with people who think like you, Okay, agreed. I understand that. But you also want people who have got a very different perspective, who look at life from a different perspective, because that is what is sustainable. Because there are times you'll go through something and your mind will not be able to cope. You can have a breakdown. I've faced some challenges in my life. Some of you, if I told you about it, you'll be like, how the heck did she do that? I don't talk about it. I don't need to. It's not private, public information. But I learned because of my faith that God is bigger than me. There's some things I may not understand right now, but all things are going to make sense because I chose to trust God. I am a limited human being, but God has all knowledge. Jesus Christ, the wisdom of God. And I don't know what your religious background is. This may trigger you. I'm clearly not the person for you, but for those of you who are not triggered, you're like, I love these Christian people who can go through something and still stand. These Christian people who still remain, they're just so real, right? Do not think just because somebody's not on your financial accomplishment, they don't have anything to contribute to the table. Oh, that's a huge mistake. That's actually a red flag. If everybody has to have the same amount of money that you're making to contribute, that's a red flag. There are people who are not making the same amount as you, but they can support you in different things. I mean, in a business, you have a virtual assistant, you have an executive assistant, right? You have a coach, you have a therapist, if you need one, okay? Why am I saying this message to you? Because I can see some of you are working yourself towards burnout. I watch your videos. Some of you are working yourselves to burnout. And some of you are suffering by yourself. You don't need to be on your own. On your journey of success, let's get a therapist. If there's some childhood traumas that you need to look at, so you stop thinking everyone is against you, where you stop fighting people who are, the Bible says fighting shadows, right? Yes, there are people who are definitely not interested in you succeeding. They will block you any which way they want. There are people like that. So how do you pick up on people like this, right? Without losing your cool, without losing your sense of decorum, without losing your sense of I'm a high value man or woman. Who are those people, right? So anyhow, I hope this resonates with you. If it doesn't, that's okay. Whenever you watch this video, reach out. I'll put some information down below. And what I'll do, I'll be in touch with you within 24 hours. And let's get you organized. Let's get you moving on track. Let's make sure you don't end up in hospital with long-term illness that I've seen with so many patients. It's very sad to see. Let me say this, actually. Some of my patients used to be in their 90s, some in their 80s, some in their 70s. This is what I found makes a difference with everyone. The mindset and the attitude. Those who didn't make the most of the opportunities they had, they became toxic in later life. They're just like trying to get in between their adult children's marriages. It's really sad to see. It's really weird. Then I also saw some who are very confident. They're happy going to play golf. Not even playing golf, but just being in the environment. It's really nice. It's really nice to see. So you can decide what kind of person you're going to be when you retire now. And you can also decide what are your priorities. Because making money, that is a given. It just depends on how much activity you're doing and the amount of time you allocate to the money-making activities. That's all you need to focus on. Then let other people focus on the different things that need to focus on. Listen, I think I've said enough. If you want to know more and you need some support, get in touch with me and I will get back to you within 24 hours. Bye for now.